is derived from this word alter. Next word is relevant, that means pertinent, appropriate, suitable. Commence means to begin or to start. Stark, sharp, and anachronism, a thing belonging or appropriate to a period other than that in which it exists, old fashioned. Bemoan means to lament over somebody, something, or to express discontent or sorrow over something. Defer, to put off, delay. Commemorate, to recall something with greatest possible respect, to commemorate some person or some event. For example, people gather to commemorate Gandhi's birth anniversary, or to commemorate the event of Jallianwala Bagh. So, unprecedented, never done or known before. That is unprecedented. Discard, to get rid of something. These are the words, and viewers, as I have been pointing out in the previous videos as well, that while reading the newspaper, our focus should not be entirely on words but on word combinations. तो उस दृष्टि से ये जो आर्टिकल है बड़ा रिच है. इसके अंदर बहुत सारे ऐसे सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर्स के अंदर इतने बेहतरीन वर्ड कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं जो हमारे लिंग्विस्टिक इन्हांसमेंट के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट those expressions worth learning. The first one is to voice a concern. Whenever we show our concerns regarding something, so the appropriate expression for that is to voice a concern. For example, people were voicing their concerns over the problem of traffic in the city, or we must voice our concerns regarding the rapid deterioration of environment. Next is instrument is welded as a blunt weapon to shore up. Even this word shore up is a phrase and it means to support, to help. So instrument is welded as a blunt weapon. Disastrous consequences. Consequences means subsequences, results, and disastrous means capable of causing a disaster, that is destruction. So disastrous consequences का मतलब हुआ भयावक परिणाम. Push for reform. Then together momentum. If something takes or if something gets currency, there we can use to get together momentum. In view of, के मध्य नज़र, in view of the upcoming festival season, the arrangements of traffic are made by the city traffic police officers. Diplomatic triumph. Triumph means victory, and diplomatic triumph, the victory in terms of diplomacy. The political and economic architecture of architecture of UNO, the political and economic architecture of the nation, the political and economical architecture of the state, of the institution. So it's also a very good expression. Since then, tab se, you are referring to something and you are talking about something, and then you say since then, us waqt se. To remain unreflective of, when we are unresponsive to take to some event or to take to some happening, there we can use to remain unreflective of. Unprecedented challenge, the word unprecedented, that has not taken place or never known. Challenges. Collective response to, collective response, collective common response. So these are the word combinations which are very useful for you. I hope you would use them in your own sentence structures and you would be benefited out of these word combinations. Apart from this, the concept of G4 countries. The talk is about G4 countries, which are Germany, Brazil, India and Japan. All these 4 countries are demanding the permanent position in UN Security Council. So to take to that, This article is there, so now we would be reading the article. We are done with the vocabulary portion of it. A push for reform. The UN must change to reflect the altered geopolitical realities in order to stay relevant. So in order to be appropriate, in order to be significant, the word geopolitical, it is also a good word, that the UN must change to reflect the altered geopolitics. The geopolitics is changed now, and therefore equally UN should also push for some reforms so that the institution may be relevant, it may be significant. As the United Nations commences the 75th session of the General Assembly, the need for internal reforms to suit the 21st century could not be starker. So this is very sharp now, as the UN is going to start 75th General Assembly session, and Volkan Bozkir, the Turkish diplomat and politician, who is the incoming president, the incoming president means the president who is going to come in the General Assembly, has voiced, the incoming president of the UNGA, that is United Nations General Assembly, has voiced concerns that the structure of the 15-member Security Council ought to be more democratic. So the need is to democratize the structure of the UN Assembly, particularly the UN Security Council and representative. The more democratic it is, the more representative it is, because democracy is all about representation. And if there are lesser people in the Security Council, then it is less democratic. The power is limited in the hands of a few powerful countries. But action has been long overdue. Action has been long overdue. This can be the overdue of an action. Action has been long overdue. It has not taken place. There has been no action. Voicing of concerns has been taking place there, has been very much there, but as far as action is concerned, no action has been taken in that particular direction. Especially from the so-called group of G4 countries, Brazil, Germany, India and Japan, which advocate a permanent seat for all of them. Meanwhile, the veto powers that the UNSC, that is United Nations Security Council, 5 permanent members enjoy in an anachronism in this age. So that is old fashioned. Only 5 countries enjoying that particular privileged position of the permanent members. That is old age concept. This instrument is often wielded as a blunt weapon to shore up their geopolitical interest. So this very fact, UN Security Council में permanent position होने के नाते, these members, these countries have been solving their own geopolitical interests. अगर उसमें ज़्यादा लोग होंगे, ज़्यादा डेमोक्रेटिकली चीज़ें होंगी, तो ये फिर अपने जो पर्सनल जियोपॉलिटिकल इंटरेस्ट हैं उनको शोर अप नहीं कर पाएंगे, उनको सपोर्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे, उनको फुलफिल नहीं कर पाएंगे. दैट्स वाई इट इज़ needed that it should be expanded. This instrument is often wielded as a blunt weapon to shore up their geopolitical interest, regardless of the disastrous consequences for the victims of armed conflicts. The push for reform gathered momentum following the unilateral declaration of war by United States and the United Kingdom against Iraq in 2003. The General Assembly's 122nd and plenary meeting in 2008 decided to facilitate the reform process through the Intergovernmental Negotiations Framework (IGN). on equitable representation as well as expansion of the UNSC. Though the General Assembly's adoption of a 2015 resolution to allow the IGN on the basis of a framework document generated some enthusiasm, it was demanded by the US, Russia, China being opposed to serious reform of the Council. The G4 Beamont regretted earlier this year that the IGN process might have outlived its purpose given the absence of a negotiating document, which alone could provide a structure to the deliberations. In any case, the exercise has been deferred in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, India's election in June as a non-permanent member of the UNSC, obtaining 184 votes was a diplomatic triumph. जून में UNSC का जो नॉन परमानेंट मेंबर्स के लिए जो इलेक्शन होता है उसमें वी डिड वेल एज वी गोट 184 वोट्स. सो दिस वाज अ diplomatic triumph for our country. Notwithstanding that it was the lone contestant for the Asia Pacific seat, but in a sign of the difficulties ahead to achieve New Delhi's ultimate objective, reforms to the UN figured no more than as a part of bolder vision in the declaration to commemorate the organization's 75th anniversary. The political and economic architecture of the emerging global order. So while talking about the vocabulary that the political and economical architecture of the state or the political and economic architecture of the nation, of the institution, here is the reference to the political and economical architecture of the emerging global world, global order. That the Allied powers shaped at the end of World War II has been altered since then. The UN remains unreflective of the current trajectory, especially in the strategic and economic arenas. The multilateral framework now faces an unprecedented challenge to fashion a collective response to humanity's biggest problems, which include global warming and the pandemic. Paradoxically, though, the post-war order faces an existential threat. Existential threat is also a good word combination, a threat to our existence, to its stability from the revival of nationalism across the globe. With some of the powers that enshrine common principles and rules willing to discard them, all countries must have the voice to influence policy. So the whole idea is to expand the UN Security Council so that the international organization of previously injured reputation might stay relevant, and the world order may be more democratic instead of becoming very much focused on the will of few powerful countries. So this has been there in this video or in this article. You can write your questions or your responses in the comment box, and it's my humble request that if you have not subscribed TAG, kindly subscribe it, and if you like that the videos are good, and if you think that initiatives like TAG must go a long way, please share this YouTube channel as much as you can. Thank you so much.